please like and subscribe.
Welcome back to another Crypto Bros
Girl.
podcast, number 64 again.
Again has different meanings today than it normally
Or the
has.
third or fourth time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tons of problems.
We have a blooper reel now.
Yeah, so you know what? Maybe we should just tell the people too. One of the things that we're working on is live streaming our podcast on Twitch, so that you get to see all the chaos that happens while we film this. And today would have been classic.
Oh, man.
Because if it
Oh
can
my
go
God.
wrong, it's went wrong. And we're doing it on a Thursday night because we got stuff going on tomorrow, and it's just been chaos. So, but fun. I mean, we've laughed a lot. My gut kind of hurts a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
Wow.
Damn.
Danger.
What? Oh, gosh.
All right, let's get into some
Feisty.
stuff because we got some things before the good, the bad, the ugly that we need to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah.
First off, 4th of July is coming up on Tuesday, which is cool in itself.
Yep.
And we want everybody to be safe and enjoy the 4th. But it's really cool for us because it's Caleb's birthday.
Ooh.
Happy birthday.
July
Thank you.
4th, 1976. So
Yep.
you do the math on how old he is.
I'm old.
Really old.
Yeah, past warranty.
Yeah. Oh, pass
I'm a
warranty.
classic.
You are a classic. Which makes me even more of a classic because I'm older than you.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That
Like-
makes him, yeah.
I
Wow.
embrace my oldness. I have no issues with my oldness.
Doesn't that make you rustic?
Decrepit?
Oh.
Maybe that.
Maybe
Antiquated?
I'm rustic. He's decrepit.
Yeah.
Archaic?
Oh, okay.
Greg's just a little baby.
Just a baby.
He's just a baby.
Muy pequeño.
Yeah.
All right, so happy birthday, Caleb.
Thank you.
Don't
Yes.
do anything that Greg wouldn't do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but so we forgot the part that he was born on America's 200th birthday.
Well, I didn't
And
forget
he
for
got
anybody that knows how to do
better.
math.
You're going to mention that.
Yeah, 200th
People
birthday.
are actually gonna think about that. Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know. I still think we're going to lose you again, Holly.
I feel like it's happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
keep
yeah.
freezing. But we're going to pretend like it's not happening. We're going to put Holly in timeout.
Oh, I got a timeout
Okay.
button for you. Yes. See?
What?
We just
Yeah,
make
she's
her
in
the big screen
timeout.
the whole
Can they still
time.
hear her when she's in timeout?
Yeah, we can hear her on Discord. Well, yeah, they can hear her voice.
Discord.
Or Discord, Zoom.
So when she freezes, she needs to be the big screen.
No, wait.
Yeah, we got some screenshots from earlier. All right, before we completely derail, let's move on to point number 2.
Yes.
Yes. Don't smoke crack, right?
Yeah, that's
Crack
the
is
point.
bad. So, point number 2 is we have
Whack.
we have to say thank you to Chris
Chris
Vaughn.
Vaughn, yeah.
Chris Vaughn.
So, give him a round of
Thank
applause.
you.
yes.
Hey, thanks, Chris.
So, Chris was a guest of ours. Seems like a long time ago, but I don't even remember when it was. When you get to
few.
like 64, they
Yeah.
kind of start to blur together, and then it's like
Yeah.
you remember the pain, like the one chip challenge and the sour pickle
You
balls.
remember
But I
the
don't
pain.
remember when the pain happened.
The Vegemite.
I love
But he
the
was
pain.
on, and we always talk to our guests like
Mm.
after and before. And one of the things he said to us, and we usually say this to all our guests too, is, "Hey, if you ever need anything, let us know." And he said the same thing, vice versa. He said, "Absolutely anything you guys need." So we reached out and said, "Hey, we really need a new PFP." And he said, I'm all about it." He says, "What do you want it to look like?" We have no idea because we're not those people. And he
No.
came up with, I think, is a fabulous design.
That's good.
Yes.
Gave it to us on Tuesday, I think it
Oh,
was.
clean. It is
Yes.
such
Yeah.
a clean design.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is really cool. And I personally, I'm sure we all have our favorites of what he came up with.
Yep.
I personally love the little squiggly lines, especially the little
The little
squiggly line that
squigglies.
represents Greg.
Wow.
I think that's awesome. So I
It's
just
really
throw
good.
it out there.
I don't mind being a little squiggly.
A little squiggly. So
Hi,
my
kitty.
favorite, yeah, here we go. I have, circus over here. My favorite part is that Chris incorporated pink for me. I feel
Yes.
like that was directly for Holly.
That's
like,
awesome.
I'm a pink girl, yes. So,
Yes.
Chris, you are amazing. and it is much appreciated.
Yes.
Yes, it looks
Yeah,
good.
for sure. The question was, do you think that little squiggly line is for Greg?
Gosh. Wow. You know.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'll be that whipping boy.
Well, that's your Discord name for the
Yeah,
Misfits.
it is.
Which brings me to my last point.
Really?
Yeah.
Did we lose
my
Holly's
God.
sound again?
No.
she's
Okay.
not.
But that brings me to my last point, is the Misfits are having a poker tournament, and I can't wait to watch this cat knock that plan off.
Because they do not mess with it until today. Like, this is the first time. Oh,
That's awesome. It's going to happen. But the Misfits are having a poker tournament, and what they're doing is they're giving away a Nemesis, and they're having 3. They had one on Tuesday, they're having one tonight on Thursday, and they're having one on Sunday. And if you get in and you get top 3, then you get entered into a drawing to win a Nemesis. So, on the first take, I came off as a pretty big jerk.
Yeah, it's all right. You know.
But I did happen to qualify. Best of luck to you guys in the future.
Wow.
Is that less jerky?
Sure.
Still kind of jerky,
I'm
wasn't it?
still feeling the jerkness out of it. Still feeling it.
It was still, yeah, there was
All right,
still
so
there.
raise your hand if you qualified for the American tournament or for the Nemesis drawing.
That's tonight.
He likes to,
Qualified
you know,
tonight.
just that little quick jab in there. You
Hey,
can
I
hear
tell you what, tonight, if I'm in 4th and you're in 3rd, I'll just keep folding to you.
it. Will you?
Yeah, so you can qualify
cheating.
too.
Cheater.
Oh, that's cheating.
Yeah.
No, I'm just going to beat you.
How?
Oh my God.
With your fist and on the game?
Cards.
Emotionally.
Emotionally. 3 ways?
Yeah, emotional torture.
Gosh, I think we should do the good, the bad, the ugly.
That's
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get on to it.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, so the graphics going, Holly.
I love it. I was waiting for it.
I wasn't going to
Still
say
on my
anything.
screen.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to let her keep dancing until she stopped, and then we would let her know that the graphic
Dance.
was over. So,
Dancing the night away.
you know, one thing about what we do here is we like to have fun.
We do.
And sometimes that shows through on this podcast a little bit more than it does others. I feel like today's going to be that day.
It is.
And that's fine with me.
I love
I'm good
these.
with it. But I have to tell you in the good, the bad, the ugly today.
All right, we got to hear it.
Have notes.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Under equipped.
Because I will
Go.
tell you, when it comes to this segment this week, it's basically based on me being fed up. Because I am fed up with some stuff. So
so-
we'll start with the good, because that's where we always start. And this is good.
Fed up with the
But
Fed.
it leads right into, well, that's, yeah,
Oh,
kind of.
okay.
No.
Sorry.
But that leads right into where we're headed with the bad and the ugly. So the good is that the UK just passed a bill to recognize Bitcoin and crypto as regulated financial activity in that country. I think this is the small beginning steps of what we've been looking for mass adoption. These are things that countries are going to have to get behind, and they're all going to have to do it individually, because that's just how fiat works. So I turned into
all right.
puberty all of a sudden right there.
It's all right. You
But-
grow up. You'll grow up.
Yeah, I'll grow up one day. But so it's that in itself, that's a good thing.
Yes.
All right, and I was happy to see it. I was.
Yeah.
But within hours of that, which brings us into the bad, our president says he's going to make the tax system fair by eliminating loopholes for crypto traders. First off, I'd like to know what loophole that is. I mean, the only thing
Right.
that I can tell is if you're just not reporting it, they don't really have a way
Right.
to find it.
Yeah.
But there really are no loopholes for crypto.
No.
Well, he also said that he sold state secrets.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
You know, I try to be somewhat politically correct when it comes to like saying bad things about public figures, because they're
Yeah.
still people. But that man is an idiot. I told you in the beginning,
Yeah.
I'm fed
Yeah.
up, and the dude is an idiot. And
Yes.
I don't understand how he ever got to where he's sitting right now, except for, honestly, I believe it was the hate for the other candidate. And
Yes.
I hope, as a country, we never vote like that again, because we still have, a year and a half left of this. And
pretty
it
bad.
can get worse.
It's
Unfortunately, it can get worse.
Year and a half, do we? isn't it the next election's in 2024?
Yeah, it's July 23. He won't be out of office till January
It's
25.
November. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
shut
it's
up,
November.
Craig.
Right?
I mean, maybe.
But here's the
Yeah.
thing. So the UK passes their thing. That's the good, and that's that mass adoption that we're talking about. Our president comes out and says these things that puts crypto in this bad light, which goes completely against mass adoption.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a question, because come knock on my door if you want to. I'm sure I'm easy to find. I've just paid you a bunch of taxes. But are you singing the Three Company song?
Flash mob. Yes.
But
She's singing too.
Sorry.
when is he going to change his mind?
You're okay.
Because he's got friends that he probably doesn't realize that have millions or billions of dollars wrapped up in Bitcoin.
Oh yeah.
And all it's going to take is somebody to
They're
knock on
using
his
the
door and go,
loopholes, Josh.
what's that?
They're using the loopholes.
Yes.
Well, maybe, but his friends are going to
State
get very
secrets.
upset with him if he keeps killing these loopholes. So I personally think there's a chance that in 4 to 6 weeks ish, I don't even know why I came up with that time frame, that you're going to see him retract some of that when it comes to crypto. I think you're going to see the SEC take a step back. Pure speculation. But the money that is invested in it already isn't all from people like us. It's absolutely, there are big players in this game, and some of those big players have big time connections, and I'm sure that sort of those things are going to start changing. But I honestly think the main reason why man even knows what Bitcoin is because the system is so corrupt that they know they can't control it, at least right now, and it is eliminating back doors and alleyways for them to be able to funnel money into their own pockets.
Mm-hmm.
My belief, not throwing that on you guys, just where I'm at.
Throw it here.
I fed up with the way things are going. The almighty dollar is pushing people into doing bad things, pushing people into keeping people into these classes that we talk about, and crypto I think is a way to get out of that. And the establishment doesn't want to see it. They're against it. So for me, that's the bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't like it.
Now
Like
the
it.
ugly.
I was like, what's the ugly?
So
God.
this is a little bit off topic with the first two. I usually try to kind of keep them in line. I am tired and sick and fed up with hype. I'm over it. And I know we've talked about this a little bit, but I want to get into this just a little bit more today. We have, I believe the hype as a whole has died down a little bit on some of these projects as a whole, because there was a bunch of hype about a bunch of projects, so much I couldn't even research all of them, okay? But now we're seeing projects that are talking about their future and hyping up their future that haven't done anything yet except launch.
Yeah.
I'm seeing tokens. I believe they're just tokens, or maybe some coins out there, so don't hold me to the specifics of the word, that are talking about different things that, oh, look at us, and we're going to moon, and we're going to do this, and we're going to, get on the rocket, and this dog is awesome, and this cat's awesome, and hey, look at this 8-bit character, and you haven't done anything except launch a token. Now, that in itself isn't so bad, except for we got 2% of the people that are invested in it. And as we try to get more and more people in, there are days that I wish that I wouldn't have told some of my friends about crypto. And there are days that I think of, if this was the first day, somebody came to me today and said, Josh, what should I get into? I'd be like, hey, don't right now. Like, if you want to get into some of these blue chips, because we know they're going to be around, and I do feel like some of these meme coins have some sort of a future, but I am tired of the hype for just hype's sake. And on that same note, when it comes to what I see in Discords and Twitter and all these other things, can we be done with just having fancy words strung together in sentences that don't mean anything? Like,
I
I'm
wish.
over that.
I wish.
It is to a point that I'm seeing things out there that just make me want to sell my bags of different things. And I'm not going to name any names because this is not a place to start throwing people on the bus. I'm not going to do that. But there's just some times out there where it's just become more ridiculous. And what I think it is I think some of these projects are becoming more desperate.
Yeah.
And that's why we're starting to see that. You're seeing some fall away because they just can't make it work, right? They just can't.
It's
And whether it's funding, whether it's
Well,
ideas, whether it's tech.
Yeah.
What?
No, I was just going to say the thing is I would respect you more if you got to a point where, you know, your project is failing, you're not planning anything else, like, then I would respect you more to come out and say that and say, you guys, this is where it's at. Am I dying?
Yes, go ahead. We're just going to make you little. We can hear you.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay. No, I just feel like it's okay if your project fails. And I know that not a lot of people would agree with me on this, but why are you pushing something that's not going to go anywhere? That's like the question of the day is, that nobody's knocking you for trying, but be honest with your investors and holders and honest with yourself. You opened a project and you're kind of giving up on it and you're just somehow convincing your holders that it's still a good, it's a good hold. Come on. Like at some point I feel like take responsibility and say, look, we can't get to where we wanted to be. So, take that for what you will. Probably best to get your money out of there.
Yeah, because there'd be no shame in going, hey, these ideas that we have, we still think they're great ideas, but we have no idea how to implement them. We don't
have the contacts. We don't have the connections. Like, we're going to work on that. But if you want
to leave your money in here, we're still going to be working behind the scenes, but maybe we can't put as much time, we can't devote as much effort into it because, we don't have the capital.
Exactly.
But we're not going to let it die. But just so you guys know, this is where we're at. But we're never going to see that, Ollie. Well, we will never see it because people like money too much. And I understand there's a capital behind that you have to continue to do things. I mean, part of the reason that I sometimes am shocked that we are still on episode 64 is because we haven't made any money at this whatsoever, right? Like, we can all honestly say we have not made a dime from doing this podcast. But
no, I haven't.
Greg. But at the same time, we keep trying to work behind the scenes, and I am not trying to compare ourselves to a project like a token,
Right.
But there is sometimes we start seeing people launching things that really, once you see it, it's not ready to be launched. Like, they should have waited. But I'm just tired of the hype. I'm I'm overhyping and under delivering. So that's it. I've vented.
All right. So today's holativity is kind of simple, easy, and like to the point.
I'm in trouble then.
Yeah.
Because I thought I actually had this one nailed because of a comment that you placed on it.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
All right, I'll cover my eyes. I'm in trouble.
Okay, so this page tweeted out, and all it says is sometimes. So then they tweeted a quote with it that says, sometimes it's better to just remain silent and smile.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah, I got no idea, so you can put it back. Well, who was it?
It was
Inspirational quotes.
Oh, no. I thought you were going to do one from, I can't remember the actual tweet, but I thought you were going to do one from something about cats timeless or...
Oh, I loved that tweet, but I feel
too.
like, no, this one just kind of hit home for me. Sometimes all you should do is just keep your mouth shut and just sit there and smile.
Yeah.
Because, not everything needs a response. And, not everything needs to be addressed, especially, negativity out there. So I just thought it was simple, to the point, and it's very, very true.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I've actually had people tell me that about Caleb and be like, Caleb's kind of shy. He doesn't talk a whole lot. And I said, but he's always listening.
Oh, my God,
And he's always remembers, and he's a great judge of character. But
Yep.
sometimes he just doesn't feel like he needs to address what people are saying.
Oh.
No.
I wish I was better at that.
I thought that you was gonna say that they needed him to be silent.
Well, you probably don't want to know what he's thinking.
Just smile. He does smile a lot.
And that's a perfect
He whistles a
Holativity
lot.
tweet right after I just ranted on the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah.
Well, I've kind of used to be kind of more like you, Josh. Like I'd, fire back at every little thing. And just recently, actually, the past month, it's just been eye-opening to sit back and be quiet. And then, honestly, you see how people really are. The people who you thought were your friends and you're like, oh, they're treating this person terribly. Like,
Yeah.
I can't get down with that, and you don't need to say anything. You just kind of make your own mind up in silence.
Agreed with you 100%.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
There are lots and lots of things that I love to fire back on Twitter or Discord or whatever.
But why?
I just let it go. It's not worth it.
You just sit there at your computer silently and smile?
No, I just got up and went outside.
Oh.
That's what you got to do.
That works.
Hey.
Yeah, it's
big breath.
just that some of the things like what we talked about earlier today, when they keep building,
Yeah.
then I can't help myself. Like I have to just say something like, "Okay, enough is enough. Let's quit being dumb." So, sorry. This is why my kids
Yeah.
always say, "Josh, you're so mean." And really, I'm not even mad. I just spit words out that are truthfully or truth,
Facts.
Freestyle.
and I don't have good tone sometimes. I guess apparently is what I've been told. So
Man, you say it like that.
Yep.
yeah. Otherwise, you would think I really hated you.
It's true.
Me?
No, him.
Oh, Greg.
Oh,
Okay, I'm like,
it's okay. It was great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
It's Greg. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Throw Mike under the bus. Throw Greg under the bus. It's all good. No. Okay.
no.
All right. Well, round of applause.
Just sometimes.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
remember what it was.
Sometimes.
No, it's a hard time remembering because I never get to see the tweet. So,
Yeah.
Or it's. We won't go into that.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's answer some questions from Caleb.
Yeah.
It's time for Caleb's choice.
His choice.
His rules.
His rules.
I mean,
Maybe.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't know. I quit trying to predict it, but that flashed
Yeah.
at the right time.
I just wonder. Yeah.
It did, but I feel like because there's like that delay for me, that's why I'm so late.
Maybe. One of these days you're going to get it, though. But I'm never going to let you live down the time it took so long we had to edit it out.
That was so
We
bad.
were just
That was-
silent for like 2 minutes. Like, okay, we can't just have dead air for 2 minutes.
All right, guys. So when you guys are making a bowl of cereal, do you put
Yeah.
cereal in first, or do you put the milk in first?
I'm going to answer last because I want to see what you weirdos have to say.
You're a weirdo.
Cereal first and then milk.
Why?
I don't get the other way around. I don't get it.
I don't either. I think you get more cereal in there if you put it in first.
Yeah.
That is
I
true,
feel-
actually.
I fill my bowl up with cereal. And
He's got to have more grains.
more grain. I need more grains.
More grain. Whole grains.
What about you?
Good stuff. Definitely the cereal first.
Okay, you guys aren't weirdos. I take it back. I'm with you 100%.
That just makes sense. That's like, duh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I actually don't know if I've ever seen anybody in person do it the other way.
I think we may have someone in our family who does it the other way.
I was gonna say I don't think so either.
My wife?
No.
Except for when it's already there after you just ate it and you put more in it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I've
mean,
done that
I mean,
before.
I've done that.
Add a little bit of
Yeah.
cereal to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in some Frosted Flakes. That milk's really good.
Ooh, Frosted Flakes is good.
Yeah.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
No, I can't eat Captain Crunch.
It's too sweet.
No, it tears
Well-
the roof of my mouth up.
Yeah.
He likes that LOL cereal.
Oh, it
remember?
does. Now that I think about it, it
It's
really
like razor
does.
blades.
Yeah, it really does.
It shreds the top of
it's-
my mouth. I like Captain
wonder-
Crunch. I
Yes.
love the way it tastes. But I cannot eat
No,
it.
I think
I wonder
it's
if
too
they do that on
sweet.
purpose.
Maybe.
All right, so what? It may not be your favorite album, but what's the album that you know from front to back? Like maybe you listen to the most.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Huh.
Oh, that's a hard one.
That is
Yeah.
hard. Josh,
What do you
Mine
like?
has a really bad backstory to it, though.
What? Okay.
So there's a Bon Jovi album called out there called "Have a Nice Day,"
Yeah.
and it came out right as I got divorced.
Yeah.
Well, not as I got divorced, but right as I'm trying to be nice.
In the process.
So we're like separated, okay? And so I was very, very angry at the world, and I listened to that while I don't know, I worked like 80 hours a week, and I was tiling floors and doing a bunch of odds and ends job painting houses, and it was brand new, and I listened to it over and over and over and over and over again. There's not one song on that album that I can't sing along. I can't quote the lyrics.
Could you give us a little demo?
No.
What?
And it's
Yeah,
actually
there's a mic here.
not even one of his best albums, to be honest with you.
Oh, well,
It's really
but
not.
it's the one you listen to. So.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's what I said.
what about you, Holly? Do you got one?
Yeah.
You know,
We're gonna
honestly,
skip Greg because it's probably Luke Bryan.
oh, probably. It's. I would have to say, like, I don't know if I know every song though.
Can
But
I
the Let
guess?
It Be album from the Beatles, like that, I know for sure. Like I know 97% of the songs on there, but and
I was gonna,
I'm just thinking,
Beatles.
yeah.
I don't
But
know.
I like when I say album, I mean like an actual record.
Oh.
The
That'd be cool.
Beatles on record is probably the best sound to me. That I love it. There's something about an actual record player.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Is Let It Be before Paul died or after Paul died?
Why do I want to say?
Wow.
Should be before.
Let's see. Paul. Oh, I was like, wait, no, I think it was so.
Yeah, conspiracy.
Wasn't it before?
Let,
That cat's gonna knock that plan off.
Wait, Let It Be.
I don't know. Okay, let me look. Let me Google when did Paul
McCartney
McCartney?
died. Google's like, that's
I'm
conspiracy
saying
theory.
supposedly die.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Supposedly die.
Uh huh. Got a keyword.
Kitty's gonna be learning
So
famous.
Paul is dead is an urban legend and conspiracy blah blah blah. Died in 1966. So yes, it was before because Let It Be I think was in the 70s, early 70s.
Yeah,
I was
know.
thinking it was 69,
Let
70s.
It Be
It was a later. For sure. It was on a later album.
album. Hold on, I'll look it up.
I used to listen to the Beatles.
Little record.
Yeah, what do they call it? 45s? Where
Yeah.
they had one song on each side?
Yep.
Yeah. Mom had that.
May 8th, 1970. So early 70s.
Oh wow.
Let it be.
What's
That's like
yours?
my favorite
What's
album
yours,
of
Greg?
all time.
Mine is most listened to, right?
Yes.
No, the one
There's
that
a
you
band-
know from beginning to
Which
end.
would be a punk rock band called MXPX. It's called Slowly Going the Way of the Buffalo.
Okay.
Awesome, Greg.
Well,
Going extinct.
Never heard that. I don't think.
Yeah, I didn't figure anybody would. But I listen to that one all the time.
Amazon's
never
dropping
shocked
off my
anymore,
new
Greg.
shoes.
What? Amazon what?
Amazon is dropping off my new shoes. I bought some more shoes.
Oh,
That's
sweet.
just what you needed.
Shoes.
Yeah.
You were running out. What's yours, kid?
They have a meter on them.
Mine's Illuminate from David Crowder Band.
Illuminate.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Or not, it's actually not one of my favorites, but it's one I listened to for like 2.5 years straight.
Like never stopped.
The kids
Just-
loved it, so we just played it a lot.
Gotcha.
I was waiting for like a Christmas album or something.
Me too. Like Burl Ives,
Right.
Greatest Hits
Burl
or
Ives.
something.
Good.
He was already singing Christmas
Mariah
before
Carey?
the podcast.
What?
Mariah Carey's
No,
Christmas
not Mariah
album.
Carey.
Not Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Boo.
Oh, that's all
No.
right. All right.
All
Is
right.
there a Greg timeout button on this?
No, just Holly.
Last question. Last question.
Sorry, Holly.
if I gave you a gift, would you have to pick from one of the two.
Ooh.
Okay.
$2 million or a lifetime, not a lifetime, a 2-year Amazon Prime gift card. You can buy anything you want for 2 years. Would you take the cash of $2 million or like 2 years of buying whatever you wanted off Amazon?
Oh, I would.
Definitely Amazon.
Amazon?
I don't know. I might. I don't know. Josh?
Where I'm at in life, I don't need anything on Amazon. That's worth $2 million. I'll take the cash.
Oh, I could.
You could.
I could.
What could you
What
buy
would you
for
buy?
Amazon
Shoes?
for $2
Every
million?
day?
If you bought something
I
every
mean,
day.
there's so many things that you could like. I would a whole like workout room and equipment.
Well, I'm gonna need a new house for that.
You can, but you can also like buy crazy. So here's my thing. I would not mind buying they have these awesome like sheds that are
Sheds?
humongous that you can buy from Amazon. And I wouldn't mind one bit living in one, customizing it, because there's somebody out here that has done that and his house is amazing. Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go.
But you can put
And
it in
they
Josh's
do like
backyard.
what's on there. They're like $100,000. Like you
Yeah.
can
Oh wow.
you can buy damn near anything on Amazon. And I feel like I would figure that out.
If you bought everything you wanted for like 2 years, you could sell it and probably make $2 million.
I was thinking
Yeah.
about,
That's a lot of work.
but that is work.
I'll just take the
So-
I'd take the cash.
Yeah, that would be a lot of work. I was
That's fun.
instantly thinking
I
that,
just
but
honestly don't need anything. Like I have TVs, I've got kitchen stuff, I've got whatever it is, and I'm just not a thing person. So
yeah, I would take the cash too. I think.
yeah. Plus, my wife is borderline hoarder. I could not give her
You can
some.
even probably buy cars on Amazon.
You can buy motorcycles,
Like real ones
See?
or mopeds.
real ones, real motorcycles. You put them together, but
You
they're
have to build
legit.
it.
What's that?
You have to build it like the submarine.
We
from
got a buddy that
Titanic.
could do that for us in a heartbeat.
I thought about buying one,
Okay.
but think of all the Captain D's you could buy with $2 million
It's like
Oh,
Captain
Lord.
D's.
every single day
You probably just buy your own
with no
restaurant.
worries. What I could buy the restaurant, the
A little
local chain
franchise.
store.
Yeah, but you
Maybe.
see, and you could buy gift cards on Amazon.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean,
Come on, guys, think.
I am thinking, but that's a lot of clicking for.
that's
Just-
Oh
yeah.
my God, stop being lazy. You would never have to. Like, oh,
I think this is just a
Yeah.
difference between a guy and a girl.
Yeah, that just seems
It's-
like clutter to me. I would
like-
rather just have the cash.
oh my gosh. But
Oh.
you can buy digital. Then it won't clutter nothing.
There,
There
you
you-
go.
See, look, she's
I have an answer for
She's-
everything.
yeah. I was
So-
gonna say she's excited about that.
Yeah, but what am I going to do with
Smart
50
things.
million dollars in Amazon gift cards? Eventually, I have to buy
You don't
stuff.
have to be
Look.
Amazon. You can
can do
buy
anything,
pizza
yeah.
gift
Oh, I
cards.
didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
just for the yeah. That changes it a little bit.
Captain
Harder,
D's gift
not
cards?
harder,
Yeah,
guys.
Sure.
You're in.
Yep. All right. She might have. Yeah, she might
Holly
have
changed
persuaded
it for
me.
everybody.
All right, I'll deal
Not
with
me. I'm
that.
still
Good job,
taking the
Holly.
cash. All right, Holly, what's your
Josh
question
can take
for us?
cash, and we'll take all our digital digital gift cards,
Yeah.
and your $2 million is like $2 to us because we just bought like $10 million of gift cards.
Except I'm going to put it in XRP and have 4 million XRP. And then when it goes up $1, I'll make $4 million every time it goes up $1.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
That'd be crazy.
That would be pretty sweet. Anybody want to send us gifts? We'll take it in XRP.
You could like, I just got an idea. You could buy everything that's like about out of stock on Amazon like instantly. Just keep buying everything out of stock, like to
Yeah,
the,
and then
just
turn
for
around.
fun.
And
Then
Yeah.
be like it's in demand because you can't get it.
The Amazon truck driver guy would hate me.
he would hate
He
you.
would
Yeah.
burn my house down and be like, I've had enough. Like it would just be a steady stream of trucks. Like semi would just pull up. Could you imagine?
That would suck.
That guy would hate you.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Holly, what
That
do
was
you
a good
got for
question.
us this week?
That was a really good question. Okay, if you can be the best in the world at something, what would it be?
Why are you
I don't
laughing?
know.
Like
I
a
was
little
just waiting for
schoolgirl?
some snide comment from somebody.
Oh, it's coming. But no.
Yeah. We're going to wait for your answer first.
No, you answer first,
best in
Caleb.
the
The
world
best in the
something.
world at something, what would it be?
Wow. Damn. There's a lot of things. Maybe.
What's your answer, Holly?
Yeah.
Since it's your question and you had time to think.
So, part of me, I guess, and I could make money off of this, be a comedian because I love to be the jokester all the time. Like, well, I would love to be the best comedian in the world. Just because I think it would be a lot of fun and joking around with people all the time. But I guess you can make money off of that. Look at all the comedians who make millions.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like along the lines of poker. You know, when I'm like, you're the best of the world at poker, you can make a whole lot of money.
That'd
I'm
be
already
fun.
the best in the world at poker.
Oh Lord, I knew
Oh,
you.
wow.
I couldn't sit there that long.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. That was supposed to be a joke, but I probably came off like super conceited there.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's all, you know.
There's always a lot
come
of truth
around.
in every joke, though.
Look at him. He keeps going. Sorry,
Just
but
dig
hey,
a
let's
hole.
throw this out there, too.
I'm going all in.
Yeah.
If I had to be the best at anything, I'm just going to say I'd be the best crypto investor in the world.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that might just be a no-brainer right there.
True.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Best in the world at something?
He'd be the best.
Old person in the world.
The best
The
stay-at-home
best-
mom in the world.
The best stay-at-home mom. Or the best Santa Claus impersonator.
Oh Lord. No.
No?
In the
I
world.
really don't know.
It's a hard one.
It is
That's
hard.
because it's like,
Yeah.
how, or we could just come up with them for you.
All right, you come up.
Holly, you got Josh?
Yeah,
Oh,
what-
I gotta come up with something for Josh to
Well,
be
he
the best.
would be the
in the world?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get you.
I'm really, really good at a lot of stuff.
Wow.
All right, Caleb. He would be the best. He'd be the #1 chef in the world.
Okay.
He'd have his own show.
He was
can
nice
see.
to Caleb.
A cooking show.
Cooking show with Caleb.
Yeah.
No, in all honesty, I could totally see Josh being the best at poker for real. Because
Wow.
you have like that poker presence. Like, and you know, when we were playing and I got to the final table and finally got to like play with you guys, I could feel the intensity of Josh coming through my phone.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You know.
shit, man, this is insane.
Shit.
That's Josh.
I know. I know. She ain't
Wow,
wrong.
that's-
She ain't wrong.
No.
I'm always like, what does he have? It's just like
Yes.
intimidating.
Well,
it's like, damn
You
you.
want to tell him what
And
we're
it-
thinking about doing?
Yes.
No, yeah.
we
but-
call him Moneyballer.
He streamed the poker game where you can see his hands, but I could tell on some of them when I watched it. I didn't watch the whole thing. When I watched it back, I went, he's really worried right here. And on some of the hands, I could remember what I had, and I was like, you should fold. And in some of them, I think I might have been bluffing there. And you're like, the cursor goes back and forth, and then you're like, fold.
Oh,
All right, I'll
dang.
take that. I'll be the best poker player in the world.
There
Sweet.
you go.
All right.
There you
So I think that means you're up then for the cryptic
Oh,
corner.
yeah. Okay. Well,
That's
here we
cryptic.
go. Let's redo that. Haven't got all the buttons figured out yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
What
have
program?
something Before you guys start,
What?
What?
I have something before you start.
Yeah.
Does anybody else like think that cryptic corner? I don't know. What do you call it? Cover. Looks like Moolah, like the casino game, where it,
Oh,
they-
it does.
Oh,
See,
does.
that's what, every time I see
Yeah.
it, that's what it reminds me of.
It really does.
Yeah.
Speaking before you get started, I have one more thing too.
What's that?
So apparently, Gray's a pretty big deal because
Me?
last
Did you
week's
just say that?
segment. No, I'm not saying that again.
Oh.
Last week's segment that he did on chemtrails
yeah.
Oh yeah.
got fact checked on YouTube.
Yeah.
No, it
It
didn't.
now has an attachment with an article underneath it that explains what
Yes.
chemtrails really are. and it's just
So-
moisture and the heat from the jet engines. And,
Oh yeah.
and it,
Contrails.
but it got fact checked. So
Yeah.
congratulations,
Oh.
Greg.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey,
Don't-
that's
don't get us kicked
amazing.
off.
Well, I'm not gonna say any more than we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Because I might get kicked off. So.
We got force this week in his own mind.
Wow.
Sorry, that
Well,
sounded better.
Today, I wasn't really super prepared today, but we're we're gonna talk about the moon landing,
Okay.
whether it really happened or not.
Landine or Landines?
Landings, correct? Yes.
How many times they say they landed on the moon?
From 1969 to 1972, supposedly, well, according to them, they did, but 6 times they landed on the moon.
Hmm.
They had the first one that everybody knows, and most people don't even remember or know that there were 5 more.
I don't know that I would have guessed 5, but I knew there was more than one.
Yeah. No, there's 6
Yeah.
total, but
Oh, 6. I
6.
think you said
But
5.
but most people don't know about the other 5
Yeah.
because it was never like really highlighted, and you never see it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But did they go to the moon? And why haven't we gone back?
Yeah, so that's my biggest question. When was the last time we went to the moon, you said?
1972.
So we're looking at
Holy
51
crap.
years,
Yes.
Yeah.
and we haven't been back.
Right.
It's
Somehow
so-
we had the technology back then, but don't have it now.
Yeah.
They said they lost it.
Oh my god.
Nope. That is
Well,
that
they
is.
lost $6.9 billion and
Yeah.
accidentally sent it to
They-
Ukraine.
They literally did say, NASA said they lost it, and they also lost footage that they used to have that they don't anymore on those reels. Like, how do you lose that?
Just put it in the bottom of a closet somewhere and forgot what closet.
Well, Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
That warehouse.
Oh yeah, Warehouse 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Digital back then, everything was probably on paper.
Yeah.
or it was on those reels with the like cassette tape things, like the.
Yeah.
yep, that's
Yeah.
what it
I
was.
don't know what those things are called, but
In the Smithsonian, it might be locked away.
so 51
That's-
years though since we've been to the moon.
51.
So
yes.
why haven't we went back?
Right.
They,
Like the only thing,
Well-
2 things that can come to my mind is, and then you can like, go
You
into
can-
it is, we didn't go the first time, so we don't know how. Or we found something there that makes us go, well, we ain't going back.
Right.
Besides that, why have? I mean, I can
What
understand
do
6
you-
times, whatever, but at the same
Right.
time, 25 years later, you go back and see if anything's changed.
right.
That's just weird to me.
Right. And you just ended it. What
Well,
do you.
there was funding apparently per my sources. There was a funding cut. NASA actually was
Yeah.
cut for funds. So
Okay, but
That
when?
Because they
Wasn't that in,
succeeded
like,
so
the
well.
90s?
no, like take the $6.9 billion you accidentally sent and give it to NASA to get us on the moon.
Right.
True.
They
And China's
accidentally
working on
said-
that now. China wants to go to the moon.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll see if they can figure it out.
so NASA had this victory of going to the moon 6 times. So let's cut the budget. Right?
Unless they just figure there's really no reason to ever go back because there's nothing to
Right.
do there,
Or
or it didn't happen.
There's nothing to do.
there's nothing to do. It was so boring.
There's
we
no
just
Captain
don't-
D's on the moon, so,
Yeah.
We're not
so
going
we're not
back
going
up there.
back.
Or they filmed it in a studio.
Or underwater.
I hate that because
I
you guys, deep down, I kind of feel like that's what happened, and I don't want to. I don't want to
Oh.
feel that way, but
And they
I do.
they did do some of that
well,
for photo shoots.
yeah.
They did stage some of that for sure for the photos. but-
Yeah, they did. You're right.
Yeah.
So I have
What-
a question for you. So I've seen pictures of them coming back from the moon, right?
Yeah.
And back in the day, that
Yeah.
little capsule used to land in the ocean,
Yeah.
and then they would go retrieve them.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen those pictures?
I have.
So is there anything that stands out to you about those
The
pictures?
burn.
The what?
The burn on the capsule.
Okay, no, that's not what I'm getting at.
Was
The
that?
people get them out of the actual capsules, right?
Yes.
What are those guys wearing?
They're wearing those their suits without the
No, the guys that are getting them out of the capsule.
oh I don't know what
Like polo shirts and jeans.
oh
Or maybe slackish type pants, work pants.
just a casual.
But they don't have a hat on. They don't have anything protecting their face. They just got back from the moon. Are we not worried that we don't know exactly what's going on at the moon? You're just going to like
Right.
breathe and touch things on this capsule that's been in
Yes.
space.
Moon.
So I don't know. There is a lot of things that make me go with Holly, where I'm like,
I used to like argue against people who said we didn't, because I
too.
was a believer that we did, and I would argue with people that we sure did. But now I tend to lean that we did not.
what about all those people who spent big money on moon rocks?
Right?
Scammed.
I touched one at NASA.
What?
It's like
Or
a
did
rug
I?
pull.
Was rug pull. Yeah.
NASA rug
Cool.
pull.
Were you gonna say something, Holly?
No, I was just gonna say I just really hate thinking that way, because it's like, okay, so if you lied to us about that, what else is there? And
Sure.
like, is space even freaking real? Like, I don't like going down these rabbit holes, because it scares me a little bit, because I want space and everything to be real, because if it's not, we're just here on Earth. And what does that say? Like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I think space is real. I mean, the moon is in space. We can see the moon. So space in itself is real. But I heard some really intelligent people talking about the mathematics behind leaving Earth and having to, where they had to leave to be able to hit the moon at the exact spot, because everything is moving all the time. That is insane.
If you
Right,
miss,
it's-
you're
And
just
if you
gone.
all about
miss, you're
trajectories.
done.
It's all about trajectories.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the thrust to be able to basically turn back around. They have to go to and come out. Which leads me to my last point, why you're starting to sway me on this conspiracy stuff. It takes a giant rocket, correct?
Yes.
To launch them into outer space from Earth. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not an idiot, and I understand that gravity is different on Earth than it is on the moon. I get that. But that little tiny capsule with the 4 little propelled boosters
Oh yeah.
launches them back to the Earth?
That looks so bad.
So how does that
Like,
work? Like,
that-
it has that one little cone, and it's like, here we go.
Well, what they did supposedly is that little capsule with the aluminum or whatever, it's all like shiny. It looks like janky.
it
looks really
like
janky.
aluminum foil
But-
with a gold tip.
It looks bad, but supposedly they shot off the moon. They didn't go back to Earth and that. They shot off the moon and then docked with the other guy up there, and then took that capsule back.
Mm.
That makes
That's
sense.
what they did, because one guy had to stay above.
Okay, that part
That's-
you're probably right on.
That's
That makes
Apollo
way more
11
sense.
Or whatever.
yeah. The
So
So
Apollo
one
missions.
of the dudes risked his life to go to the moon, but not actually get on the moon.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
That's
Yeah, it would suck if it happened.
Yeah.
if
If
it
it's
really
real.
happened.
It was real.
So maybe it wasn't as bad as.
So do you think we've been to the moon? No.
No, I really don't believe we have.
What about
I
you,
used to
Caleb?
really think we did.
yeah.
I don't know. Probably no. I don't think we did.
What do you think,
I
Holly?
think it's staged.
I think it's staged. I really have this like deep down feeling that it's all fake.
Yeah.
You know, I think the hardest part is what you said. People will just be in denial that they've been lied to all their life.
Yeah.
Man, I've been in
on
relationships like that.
a massive scale of relationships, yeah. But I think denial can be an ugly thing.
And it can. I mean,
It's-
nobody wants to think that. But when I was younger, the 70s didn't seem like, in the 80s when they were talking about it, I'm a little kid, like, yeah, that sounds feasible. That was just, 8 years ago or 10 years ago or whatever it was. Now, 51 years later, we haven't been back.
Right.
That doesn't
Right.
make any sense to me at all.
And, I guess I might have to be careful. But some of the astronauts act very strange when confronted about it.
Buzz.
Yes.
It has-
Buzz is the worst.
It has
I think-
handlers.
Yeah, and has people that keep them on track.
You do have to give a bunch of people kudos, though, for whoever did this, if it's fake, to
Mhm.
be able to keep that many people silent for
Yeah.
that
See,
long.
that's my thing right there. Is that, and that's what I always go back to is, when all these conspiracies go out, it's like, how many people have to be on board with this BS that you're
Mhm.
trying to push? Like, it's crazy to me, because I don't know if I could keep my mouth
It's-
shut and be like, we went to the moon and we didn't. Like, and I know because I was supposed to be there, I'd be like, no. You know what I'm like?
But
I'd stop that person.
if he didn't keep your mouth shut, you might disappear.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that's
true.
what I'm-
And a
Yeah.
lot of those people made a lot of money by going to the moon.
True.
But a lot of this conspiracy stuff,
Yeah.
you have like NASA. A lot of how they can keep people secret, I believe, or keep things secret, I believe, is
It's so compartmentalized in NASA that there's people in NASA that really believe or don't even know, and because it looks like they're really going to space.
Well,
And as
I'm
far as
pretty
they
sure
know,
they
they-
fired a rocket into the atmosphere. Whether there's people on it or not, I have no idea.
Right.
But don't you think they legit fired a rocket? I mean, people were sitting out there watching a rocket go into the air.
Well, yeah, but
Could have went over the horizon and
there's
plunked into the ocean.
and it does. It curves.
Yeah.
You can see the curve, but
Uh-huh.
it. Yeah, does it keep going into space or does it go out of sight and then back down?
I don't know. So, do you think we've been to space?
I think that we can. I believe we can go to space,
No,
but there's.
not that we can. That we have.
I do. I do believe we've been to space, but I think there's something that prevents us from getting to a certain point past.
Okay.
So do you think the space station's real up there? Like there's
I
a-
do.
a
I do
dot?
think that.
Yeah.
But I think there's something that keeps them
But they
from
basically
getting past.
like getting past the orbit,
yes.
because that's where the proof lies. Is all in the orbit, like satellite, space station, all that stuff.
Right. Because you can see the ISS through a telescope.
Can you?
Can you?
Yes, you can. I've seen
was
it.
like, no,
I have
like-
seen
Oh, it's
it.
going to be the biggest conspiracy theorist of all of
You
them.
guys, when it comes to like this, to space and all of that, like I am one of those people that I'm gonna need to see it to believe it. Honestly, like I don't know. I heard something about like how the stars like twinkle and all that stuff. And they say that something went in front of it a million years ago, and that's why you're seeing it now. I'm like, what? How do I know that it's not like, some LED screen up there and people are messing with it? Like,
Truman
it's
Show.
just
The
so
Truman
weird.
Show.
The Truman Show, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey.
that's, and you know what? That damn movie really scared me because I'm
Yeah.
like, holy crap, could this be real?
Yeah.
Like, could something like this actually happen? And getting older and seeing like more and more shit, it's like that could absolutely be real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know.
it just
That's a good
I
one.
don't like to think about it. It scares me,
hmm
Yeah.
and I'm not even sure exactly why, but it does.
Thanks,
Why-
Greg.
Well, because everything,
Because
everything else
we've
could be
been
a
lied to.
lie.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare anybody, but just saying.
No, I love these. I love Cryptic Corner. It's like my favorite segment of our podcast.
Yeah.
I just, when it comes to like the moon and space and all that, it just really, I have questions. I have a lot of questions that I don't think I'll ever get answered unless I see it for myself.
The truth is out there.
Well, the Virgin Atlantic people or Virgin, I don't know what it's called.
I think so.
They're
Yeah,
sending
Virgin
people to
Atlantic.
space tomorrow, though, what, 29th?
Yeah.
For those
Yeah.
people that.
Oh yeah, for $450,000.
The 30th.
Yeah.
30th, I guess it is.
Well,
Hopefully it's better than the Titanic submarine.
Yeah.
The Virgin Galactic.
Virgin Galactic, there you go.
galactic.
I actually had told those guys before we started posting, I saw a meme on the internet that said season 1 was a Titanic sub and season 2 is the Virgin Galactic. And it says, I can't wait for season 2 to start.
No, so like it was on the news, I think this morning actually, and people are very off put about the fact that he's, advertising for $450,000 you can go to the moon, and they're like, well, for $250,000 we could have took a sub down to the ocean, and look what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, they're like, it's poor timing, not great, and I kind of tend to agree. It's
Yeah.
not great timing.
Yeah, but if they actually are going to space, there's been a lot of stuff in the background to prep for this. They probably don't want to skip some sort of.
Is it anybody we
Mark.
know going,
Are you going?
or like
know.
not
I
know?
would- They'd probably tell me. They'd probably pay me hush money.
Oh, okay.
We'll probably
But
see
I
if
might.
anybody's trying to fake their
It might be
death.
too dangerous to sign up
Because I wouldn't keep my mouth quiet.
Right.
They would shut it
either.
for you.
They might, yeah.
Yeah.
You get. Yeah.
Well, if they gave me a 2-year unlimited Amazon,
Oh.
now we're talking.
Oh wow.
Let me tell you, if something ever happens to where I was ever fearful for my life, like, oh my gosh, I leaked something that shouldn't have been and now they're after me. Let me tell you something. You better believe that it'll be in every single place I've ever like stopped at from that time on. I will write it down. So everybody, whoever finds it, sees it. Like, I will make sure that it does not die with me.
A dead man's switch.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just move out to where we live. Nobody will find you here.
There you go.
Yes, we
Yeah.
can fake. We can
Yeah.
fake your death like some other people.
Yes. Yes.
All right, we're jumping off
All
the
right,
deep end.
we
here.
better get because
Yeah.
it's poker time.
Yeah. So,
Oh, it is.
guys, have a great weekend. Have a great 4th. Happy birthday,
Like,
and God bless.
Be kind.
I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.